This is an insanely hard to get Christmas set, and it's frequently sold out or back ordered. But why? By the way, I'm so excited to share this with you. I got it on launch day and I was so lucky to get it. First, we're gonna get into my rating, my reviews, and final thoughts, and you'll be on your way to the store to get this set. Let's get into it. I do my ratings on a number of metrics to help you figure out if this AT-AT is for you. Whoa! This is not stable to hold like that. Skill, 2 out of 10. This is incredibly easy and very beginner friendly. There are some interesting build techniques in here, but they're very easy to figure out. Beginners, I would argue this is honestly a great first build. And for my intermediate to advanced people, this definitely is an unwind set. By the way, an unwind set is something that I picture instead of coming home and cracking open a can of something or uncorking a bottle of something, it's too early in the video for me to say it, you would crack open a box of Legos and build something that's easy and fun. And this is one of them. I didn't coin that term, by the way. It's just something I use a lot. Aesthetics, 9 out of 10. I look at this metric and the rest of mine like grades, except for my last one. A 9 out of 10 is almost perfect. I love this so much. I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I unfortunately cannot because of the inside of that. I can't justify giving it a 10 out of 10 with that being so visible. I will say it's really not that noticeable, and if you have it posed, you're definitely not going to notice it that much, but I can't justify giving it a 10 out of 10 and having that issue. I really love the string of lights. I love the way that we get the red, white, and green, but also the pink, and it mixes in so well and adds a lot of fun color to this. There's quite a few candy canes on the set, and they're absolutely adorable. Also inside of this, the Christmas setup is so cute. And inside both the panels, there's a little Christmas wreath, which is so cute, and they pack so much Christmas into it. They didn't need to do that, but I love it. Durability, 9 out of 10. I look at this like grades. This is pretty dang durable. You could let a kid play with this and it'd be fine. I will note one thing. There is this little piece right here when you move the legs that wants to pop off. I actually have footage of me trying to show how the legs move, and then that little piece pops off. So just be warned that that happens really easy, but you literally can just press it right back on. It's super easy to fix. I do feel like this set can withstand a child playing with it, albeit make sure it's an age-appropriate child. Don't hand this to a 2-year-old. Value, 8 out of 10. I do this metric based off of the price per brick. By the way, I might call them bricks and pieces interchangeably. I try not to do that, but if I do, I'm sorry. There are 2 main factors that can affect a set's price per brick, and one of them is licensed IP. This is obviously Star Wars, licensed IP, owned by Disney. The other one is custom bricks. Now, for sure, that minifig is custom. I have seen these candy cane pieces before, but they're kind of rare. But besides that, I didn't catch any custom bricks within here, but there might be some. Normally, sets price per brick will range from 6 to 12 cents. This costs $59.99 and has 697 bricks, giving it an 8-cent price per brick, which is actually insane for a licensed AP set that is smaller. They could have gotten away with charging $69.99 for this, and people would be going as crazy and as feral for it as they are now. I also am going to choose to believe that that was intentional of Lego, and thank you, Lego. It definitely was an intentional thing. Yep. I actually don't know that. I'm just being a stan. Time, 9 out of 10. I only do this metric based off of my average bricks placed per hour here relative to my normal average. My normal average is anywhere from 350 to 425 bricks per hour. This has 697 bricks and took me 1 hour and 42 minutes, meaning I averaged 410 bricks per hour. That's pretty much right at the top end of that range. So I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I wasn't trying to fly through this, but it is definitely one I would classify as an unwind set. So it's fairly easy. Joy, 9 out of 10. I look at this like grades, almost perfect. This gave me so much joy. I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but this one was incredibly fun. It was crazy to see how much Christmas they packed within this set. It was so much fun to see everything come together. You see so much progress quickly, and you know where the build is going, which does make it pretty fun. Overall S tier, I think this is so broadly appealing. It's incredibly fun, and I think this is going to be a set that in 10 years from now, it's going to be like, you got the gingerbread AT-AT. So let's discuss. But first, the basics of this set. This set is 5 bags, and because section sounds stupid on something that takes under 2 hours to do, let me talk about the flow of this set. Bags 1 and 2 are the beginning of the body of the AT-AT. In bag 3, we will do the legs. In bag 4, we will do the feet. And in bag 5, we will do a lot of the paneling and detail work. Okay, let's discuss the set a bit. I'm not a Star Wars fan. The most recent thing I've seen is the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. I think my dad had us watch the movies when I was younger, but I'm not sure. I just found out today that Layla made an appearance in Rogue One by someone breaking down how the CGI was done, because I get a lot of special effects reels on Instagram. I know Boba Fett is Jango Fett's son only because of the Jango Fett Fire Spray class Starship Lego set. This is all my long way of saying I really don't know Star Wars well. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of Star Wars because that makes it sound like I actively dislike the franchise. I basically did just say that like a minute ago, but whatever. What I'm gonna say is that I don't know Star Wars because I think the last time I watched any Star Wars movie was in 2007, and maybe I was just a child, so it's like a vague memory. I do remember watching Lord of the Rings a lot, but not Star Wars. And I still think the set is absolutely incredible. The way that they blended together two separate concepts that have virtually nothing in common is incredible. Besides the Lego Star Wars advent calendar, I do not think Christmas when I think Star Wars. And I'd say that's a common experience unless you're a kid asking for some Star Wars video game, Lego set, or toy for Christmas. Or I guess a more niche one, if you went to Disneyland or Disney World during Christmas time and went to the Star Wars land and then specifically got a Christmas Star Wars merch item. But for a franchise that is basically about a political power struggle, which I know that's a massive oversimplification, it's crazy how well this set is blended with the, quote, most wonderful time of the year, unquote. In AT-AT is kind of like a walking tank, a life-ending machine, and yet she's festive and cute, and you don't think that when looking at her. At AT-AT, I never know which one it is. I've heard both. I'm sure this wasn't a crazy build, structure-wise, for the Star Wars team to figure out. They have made plenty of AT-ATs, and this one has legs that look similar to other ones I've seen before. Besides the big one. That one actually required a key to be able to move the legs, but I did really like the way that we constructed the string of lights. It's fairly simple, but highly effective. I'd say with this build, there's a lot of build techniques like this that are super simple and would make it easy for a beginner to figure out, which is a big contributing factor to the set's overall rating. And hey, as I said, not a Star Wars fan, but I absolutely love the Christmas sets, and to me, this is the best one of the year by a long shot. The level of creativity in the set is unmatched. For me, this is my first Christmas build of the season, but I'm gonna just say it, this is gonna be my favorite. I think the set is so spectacular. Honestly, I'm so happy with it. Truly, upon completion, I understand why this set keeps selling out. I don't think it's for collectors. I think people really want to build it. By the way, when I was online on October 1st, I actually had decided not to get it, and then I saw it go off the shelves, and then they started to restock it. And at this point, I go every launch day, and I end up spending kind of a bit. So the Lego store employees know me, and one of them in line was like, "Did you get this set?" And I was like, "No, I wasn't sure." And then she walked over, grabbed the set, and handed it to me. She's like, "You're going to want it." And I'm so happy I took that set because honestly, this is so much fun. I'm so happy I listened to her advice. Also, if you ever ask a Lego store employee which sets they like, absolutely take them at face value. Don't question it. They know what they're doing. I had initially not gotten this because of the Star Wars aspect, but I am so happy I listened to her. All right, let me put this down because I feel like I'm gonna fling it. I want to say thank you so much for choosing to watch my video out of all the videos on YouTube. I know we're coming up on Black Friday deals soon, so what sets are you excited for? Did you get your hands on this guy? Because it's so cool. Again, I'd highly recommend doing it. I don't care who you are. Get your hands on this set. I'm just being a salesperson, and I don't even make any money from Lego for doing this, but seriously, I would really recommend it. Yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this set, if you're planning on getting it, Black Friday deals, whatever you actually want to tell me about Lego. I love hearing it, or about these videos. I want to say an extra special thank you to my channel members for becoming channel members. It seriously means the world to me. You get priority comment replies and a once a month exclusive video. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye!